The police accused the black woman of stealing, but when her father appeared, he realized the big mistake he had made. Stay with us in this video and see this surprising story. But first, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell to always be notified when new videos come out on our channel. Without further ado, let's get to the story. While Sofia was driving her newly purchased luxury car home, she was surprised by a police car that had stopped during the afternoon patrol. Officer Ricardo, seeing the expensive vehicle, immediately assumed it was stolen. "Look at that girl in the car. I bet she's new at this," Ricardo commented to the new officer Henrique, suspecting theft due to the recent wave of property crimes in the area. "I can't believe she has money for a car like that. She must have stolen it or her parents are involved in illegal business." Henrique, less prejudiced, replied, "You can't be sure she stole the car. Maybe her parents are rich." Ricardo laughed derisively. "Are you serious? An immigrant can't afford a car like this. Either she stole it, or her parents are involved in something illegal. I'll prove it." Ricardo sped up and blocked Sofia's path. Surprised by the situation, she wondered why she was being stopped. "What are you doing in this car, girl?" Ricardo questioned suspiciously. "It's a gift from my parents for my 18th birthday, Sofia replied, smiling. "I doubt your parents have money for a car like this. Either it's stolen, or they're involved in something shady," Ricardo said, casting a disdainful look at Sofia. "No way. My parents aren't involved in anything illegal. My father is a police captain, maybe you know him, and my mother is a successful real estate agent. They bought this as a birthday gift for me. I'm their daughter, so they gave it to me." "Get out of the car now," Ricardo ordered impatiently. "Look, I don't like being treated like a criminal," Sofia said, frustrated. "I haven't done anything wrong and I won't allow you to violate my rights." "I'm not getting out of the car, this isn't fair," Sofia stated, showing the documents to prove ownership. "My parents bought this car for my 18th birthday, it's not stolen." While Officer Henrique observed the situation, feeling the injustice, he decided to call Ricardo aside. "Hey Ricardo, can I talk to you for a second?" he asked. "Sure," Ricardo replied, still maintaining his authoritarian stance. "I think she's telling the truth. She has the original documents for the car and seems genuine. We don't need to escalate this unnecessarily. Just let her go," Henrique suggested, trying to appeal to Ricardo's common sense. However, Ricardo remained resolute. "Henrique, there's a lot you need to understand about how things work here. Appearances can be deceiving and we can't just let someone go based on their claim of innocence. We need a thorough investigation." Henrique, still trying to convince Ricardo, insisted, "But she hasn't committed any crime. These are the original documents for the car." Ricardo, losing patience, replied sharply, "You better shut up and observe, if you have nothing else to say," and returned to Sofia's car, determined to find evidence to support his suspicion. "Hey girl, you're wasting my time. I said get out of the car." "I need to search it," Ricardo insisted, pulling Sofia out of the vehicle. Sofia, with a mix of frustration and confusion, began to cry with her head down as Ricardo started searching the car. After a few minutes of searching, Ricardo found a small bag containing a white substance. "Look at this girl, you said you didn't steal the car and that your parents aren't involved in illegal business. Want to explain what this is doing in your car?" Ricardo asked, holding the bag up for Sofia to see. Desperate, Sofia exclaimed, "Oh no! I swear that's not mine. I don't use drugs and my parents are innocent. I don't know how this appeared in my car. Someone's framing me." Ignoring her pleas, Ricardo declared, "You're under arrest for possession of illegal drugs," as he handcuffed her and took her to the police station. Henrique watched in shock as Ricardo, satisfied, stated, "I told you she was a criminal. This is the proof." Despite Sofia's continuous appeals of innocence, Ricardo remained relentless, driving to the station with Sofia handcuffed in the back seat. The scene left Henrique feeling helpless and doubtful, questioning the justice of his colleague's actions. Upon arriving at the station, Sofia couldn't contain her anguish and began shouting for her father. "Dad, help me!" Ricardo, impatient, ordered. "Shut up, don't yell here." But Sofia persisted, and her cries caught everyone's attention. Captain Joaquim, hearing a familiar voice, ran out of his office. "Sofia, what are you doing here? What crime did you commit? Why are you handcuffed?" He was shocked to see his daughter in that state. "Dad, I didn't do anything. I think I'm being framed. This officer arrested me for a crime I didn't commit," Sofia explained, her voice trembling with emotion. "Is this true, Officer Ricardo?" Captain Joaquim questioned, trying to maintain composure. "Yes, sir. I didn't know she was your daughter, but I found this illegal drug in her car. I believe she's involved in the drug business, which is against the law," Ricardo stated confidently. "You must be mistaken. My daughter is responsible and can't do this." "There must be a misunderstanding here," defended Captain Joaquim, trying to calm the situation. Ricardo, however, was undeterred and made a bold accusation. "If that's the case, what else do you do besides being a captain? Run an illegal drug business too? If this was found in her car, how much will be found in your house?" Irritated but keeping calm, Captain Joaquim responded. "How dare you say that about your captain? I never liked you. Sir, there's something suspicious about you since day one. I'll investigate this matter." "If that's all, excuse me," Ricardo said as he left the captain's office, leaving a trail of tension in the air. Captain Joaquim, angry with Ricardo's attitude, felt an urgent need to uncover the truth behind the false accusations against his daughter. Returning to his office, he pondered how to ensure justice for Sofia. "Hey, Sofia, I brought you something to eat, dear. I'm sorry you're going through this. I'm working to get you out of here," assured Captain Joaquim, trying to comfort her. "Dad, I'm telling the truth. I don't know anything about that drug," insisted Sofia, with tears streaming down her face. "I believe you, Sofia. I know you can't do this. I'm sure someone is behind all this and I'll find them," stated Captain Joaquim with determination. "Sofia, do you know if anyone was there when all this happened?" Joaquim asked, seeking some clue. "Yes, Dad, I think an officer was there. He saw everything that happened, but I don't know his name." "I can describe him to you," said Sofia, trying to recall the details. With Sofia's description, Captain Joaquim knew he needed to act quickly to clear his daughter's name and reveal the truth behind the unjust accusations. He was determined to investigate thoroughly and find the real culprit, ensuring justice prevailed. Based on Sofia's description, Captain Joaquim took out 3 photos of officers he thought might match the description. Showing the first photo, Sofia exclaimed, "Yes, it's him. He was there when it all happened. I believe he can tell the truth and prove my innocence. That's Officer Henrique. He's new to the team. I'll talk to him to find out what he knows. Be strong for me and your mother, dear. We love you and I promise you'll be out of here soon," assured Captain Joaquim to Sofia before leaving, determined to uncover the truth. Returning to his office, Joaquim was surprised to find Officer Henrique waiting. "I was about to call you. I have a few questions for you," said Captain Joaquim, sitting down. "Curious, what brings you here?" he asked. "Sir, I may be a new officer, but I know right from wrong. Telling the truth is what I was taught," Henrique explained. "Maybe you want to see this." "It explains better," Henrique continued, taking out his phone and showing a video to the captain. "My God, I can't believe this. This is completely wrong and the officer needs to be held accountable," Joaquim exclaimed, watching the video. Henrique proceeded. "I didn't know she was your daughter. I suggested letting her go, but Officer Ricardo insisted on finding something to incriminate her. When he couldn't, I saw something was wrong. That's when I decided to record the video." He looked around nervously, took a small bag of drugs from his pocket, and placed it in Sofia's car. A few minutes later, he started insisting that Sofia was involved with drugs. "I was shocked by his action and knew Sofia was being framed. I'm sure she's innocent." Captain Joaquim was proud of Enrique's actions. "You don't know what you've done for me. I was about to call you because my daughter remembered you were with Ricardo during the incident. I hoped you could prove her innocence. With this video evidence, it's clear you're a person of integrity. I'm very proud of you. I'll need a copy of the video and please keep this confidential between us." Henrique agreed, handing a copy of the video to the captain. Joaquim knew he now had the evidence needed to clear his daughter's name and bring Ricardo to justice. He left the office determined to ensure the truth prevailed and that Sofia was freed as soon as possible. "An investigation will be conducted soon," said Joaquim firmly. "Absolutely, sir. I'll make sure this remains confidential," affirmed Henrique, shaking the captain's hand before leaving the office. With the evidence in hand, Captain Joaquim quickly freed his daughter and contacted the Internal Affairs Division to assist in the investigation of Ricardo. Ricardo, furious, stormed into the captain's office without knocking, raising his voice. "How could you let her go? Is it because she's your daughter, knowing full well she committed a crime?" "We'll determine who committed a crime or not when a proper investigation is conducted. I want you out of my office immediately," ordered Joaquim firmly. "Fine, I'll leave, but know that your actions won't go unpunished," retorted Ricardo, leaving with a furious expression. As Captain Joaquim and the Internal Affairs Division delved deeper into the investigation, Ricardo sought a way to incriminate the captain. A week later, the Internal Affairs Division uncovered shocking information about Ricardo. It was revealed that he was not only framing several people, especially black people, but he was also deeply involved in drug-related activities. As a police officer, he was secretly working with illegal groups involved in drug trafficking. Ricardo even helped transport drugs from one state to another, using his position as an officer to avoid suspicion. This revelation left Captain Joaquim deeply shocked. It wasn't just about framing people. Ricardo had a significant role in illegal drug-related activities, raising serious concerns about his integrity as a law enforcement officer. The next day at the police station, Captain Joaquim greeted everyone and made a brief speech praising the officers who consistently stand for the truth, regardless of the circumstances. "I want to show you something, watch carefully," said Captain Joaquim, using a projector to play the video recorded by Henrique. The captured footage revealed Ricardo framing Sofia by placing illegal drugs in her car. The entire room of officers was stunned by Ricardo's actions. "Why did you do this, Ricardo?" asked one of the officers, in shock. Ricardo, embarrassed, lowered his head without responding. Joaquim continued. "This isn't all. He's also secretly collaborating with illegal groups involved in drug trafficking. Being an officer made it harder for him to be caught. But now the truth has come to light." The entire station was silent, processing the gravity of Ricardo's actions. Captain Joaquim concluded, "This incident is a reminder that we must always maintain integrity and fight for justice. Those who abuse their authority to harm the innocent will be held accountable. I thank Officer Henrique for his courage and commitment to the truth. Now, let's ensure justice is served and continue to serve our community with honor and honesty." This has been going on for years, and I'm relieved the truth has finally come out. There's more evidence in this file, and we have arrested one of the group's members who confirmed that Ricardo was in charge of the transportation, explained Captain Joaquim, providing more details about the extent of Ricardo's misconduct. In a solemn moment at the station, the police chief, visibly disappointed, addressed the gathered officers to announce the result of the investigation into Officer Ricardo's actions. "As many of you know, we conducted a thorough investigation into Officer Ricardo's actions. The findings have been carefully reviewed by both the Internal Affairs Division and the Disciplinary Review Board. Today, I must share with you the outcome of this detailed process. Officer Ricardo, based on the evidence and the gravity of your actions, you are found guilty. The charges against you include the unjust arrest of innocent individuals and involvement in illegal activities while using the police uniform as a cover. These actions not only violated the trust placed in you as a law enforcement officer, but also significantly tarnished the image of our police force. Therefore, it is with regret and a commitment to maintaining the integrity of our department that I must announce your dismissal from the position of police officer, effective immediately. We cannot tolerate such violations of trust and law within our ranks. This decision is not taken lightly, but it is necessary to maintain the public's trust in our ability to serve and protect. The actions of one individual should not overshadow the dedication and professionalism of the vast majority of our officers. We will continue to work to build trust with the community and uphold the values that define our profession. I encourage each of you to remain true to the principles of justice, fairness, and integrity that guide our work as law enforcement officers. Thank you. This detailed announcement by the police chief aimed to clarify the specific charges and reasoning behind Officer Ricardo's dismissal, underscoring the commitment to preserving the department's integrity and public trust. After Ricardo's dismissal, the station remained silent for a while, with officers exchanging looks, trying to comprehend the gravity of the situation. Some found it difficult to accept that a colleague could betray the values they stood for as law enforcement professionals. Captain Joaquim addressed everyone again. This is a difficult moment for all of us. Officer Ricardo's actions have tainted our reputation and shaken the trust our community has in us, but it is also an opportunity to demonstrate that we are committed to doing what is right. Officer Henrique, who had the courage to speak the truth, received praise from both the department and the community as the news spread. Officer Ricardo faced legal consequences for his actions, ensuring that justice was served. This whole situation became an example for everyone in the police force, who pledged to be more transparent, do what is right, and work better with the community. What did you think of this story? Leave a comment below this video.